Meteorologist Christina Reese.
Good evening, Northeast Kansas, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Thanks for joining us here on KSNT News. It's still a mild one out there, but as we get into the wee morning hours of Black Friday, it will be cooler leading into one of the bigger shopping days of the year. But Black Friday itself could actually be record-breaking. We are looking at near record warmth due to the strong south winds that will start to shift as our next cold front pushes through, and that'll bump temperatures down for this weekend, but it's still going to be a dry holiday weekend. Still not looking at even a drop of rain to fall across Northeast Kansas. Checking in quickly with satellite and radar, the eastern half of the state still fairly clear, but you could see some clouds moving in from our northwest, but overall these are still high, thin clouds, and that's really all we're looking at for tonight, and we're still seeing those clear skies right now outside of the capital city. But we are back down to the 50s now. 59 degrees is where we're sitting at in Topeka. We did manage to hit 68 degrees today, but some spots actually cracked into the low 70s. Not quite as warm anymore. In fact, we're a mix of 50s and 60s. Down to 52 for Burlington, 50 on the dot for Lawrence right now. Still holding on to 60 degrees for Junction City. Now, there is a light wind out there, nothing too strong, just out of the south and southwest at about 5 to even upwards of 13 miles per hour in Concordia right now. But as future track will show you, those winds stay about the same throughout the course of the night. It's not until we get closer to daybreak tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. is where we're stopping here. We'll still be dark at this point, but we'll start to see those winds pick up a little bit. Still out of the south and southwest at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. But as we get into the late morning, even spilling over into the early afternoon, that's when the breezier weather starts to set up. Southwest winds will now be sustained between 10 and 20 miles per hour, and we stay breezy throughout the day, but the winds take a turn. This is due to our next cold front that's going to push through, and that's going to bring in the return of north winds by tomorrow night, and that's going to filter in cooler air. And now, otherwise, that cold front, it's going to be a dry front, just some additional cloud cover, but again, not looking at a rain chance out of that. So for the remainder of your Thanksgiving, if you're heading home after stuffing your bellies with family or gearing up to start some early Black Friday shopping, not going to be half bad. Falling into the 50s as we get closer to midnight or so. And for those of you that'll hold off until tomorrow morning, 6, 7 a.m., it will be cooler, but not the coldest start this week. We started in the 30s this morning, teens the morning before. Not nearly as close to that 40s, as you're still shelling out some money to get some lunch in your stomach, because let's face it, shopping can be exhausting. Those winds start to kick up. Mostly sunny skies will get us near 70 degrees. We're looking at highs in the mid 70s for tomorrow. And as you head home with all of your shopping bags in tow, that's when we'll start to see the clouds to build in a little bit more as that cold front pushes through. But again, not looking at a rain chance. A look at your 7-day forecast shows we're calling for a high of 75 degrees here in the capital city tomorrow. The record high for tomorrow is 76, set back in 1990. So we're going to get pretty gosh darn close to that. Temperatures take a bump come the weekend, though, for Saturday and Sunday, back into the low 60s behind that cold front. The return of warm south winds that will be on the stronger side come Monday could get us near 70 degrees once again, but it's short-lived warmth. We'll be back in the 50s beyond Monday.
Hard to believe that it's going to be a nearly record-setting day on Black Friday. So
yeah, our temperature trend has kind of